Brother. Thank you.
My
Very
name is
touching.
Radhakrishna. Coming to rocketry, and we all know how Kalam sir contributed to the country. And this film, after this film, we may feel sad, cry, and emotional about the Nambi sirs, right? So we can expect next what the country should be doing again to him. I mean, what he wants to the country, what we must return him, right? The love, the loss he has done, he got it right. So what we are going to give back to the Naminarayan sir with this film, I want to know from you, sir.
Nambi sir doesn't want anything, brother. In fact, if you look at his court speeches when he fought his own case, that court case is not there in my film. But when the Supreme Court asked him what he wants, he said, I don't want compensation. Don't give me the money. I'm not here to earn the money. 3 times they asked him. He said, I'm not here to fight for the money. If I am innocent, who is guilty? Let us find that. We should never. Somebody took India back 20 years in terms of rocket science. Who is that? So even now, what Nambi sir wants is, we should not put down our own scientists, and we should make sure we treat them as assets, the intellectual assets that they are, be it our scientists, our engineers, our doctors, or surgeons, or IT people. And we have to make sure that we do what is good for India, because all the brains in the world are from here. It's not an overstatement, it's an understatement.
Mike Ram sir is given a lot of things, and we need to give him back the love what we have done. That's what I want.
He doesn't want love. He doesn't even want recognition.
Yeah.
He is just saying, acknowledge and protect the scientists. That's all he's saying.
Yeah.
That's what he wants, and I think we should do it. They're already doing it. We gave him the Padma Bhushan, we gave him the compensation, but we're also giving him the recognition right now. Recently, the case, you would have seen, people are being arrested on his case as well. The story continues today as I speak to you. So maybe that's the right step.
Sir, I am a big fan to you. I don't know whether it is right to ask you a picture here, and if possible, can I have a picture with you?
Yeah, we can work that out, brother. I'm
and
sure. Yeah.
we bought a book for you to gift you, and he is my brother. He wants to speak something about you. Give
Yes.
me a minute, if you don't mind.
Hello, sir. It's pleasure meeting you. And I've been following you from Garjamai days. And I think you are the first pan-India star, I believe. And now we have seen many people who are pan-India, but what is the code that you used at the time so that, just like, you know, at the time so that you became such household name at the time? Because at the time, to be frank, the South Indians, there was not much opportunities. So what did you do differently so that you became household name?
So before me, Kamal sir has also been a pan-Indian actor. I think Chiranjeevi sir also has done Hindi films and been successful at it. I think the advantage I had at that time is I knew to speak Hindi with the right accent because I was born and brought up there. So the acceptance was much faster. Also because I had done Hindi series that gave me a jumping board out of which I could get into their attention. Thankfully, and God's grace, I also did films that became iconic, from Rang De Basanti to Three Idiots. So even though when they accepted the film, they also accepted the actor. I was not particular about only playing the main hero. My selection of subjects, or whether I did Breathe or Decoupled, all that became a part of my acceptance as a pan-India actor. But more than that, today's world is kudos to the Telugu actors who have done it. You know, Allu Arjun, Prabhas, my friend Rana Daggubati, every one of them, Mahesh Babu sir, every one of them are actually becoming exemplaries, and people around India are looking up to them with big fan following in the north. And that their achievement, I think, is much bigger than mine, because they didn't do it in the native language, they did it in their language and still became superheroes for India. So they have much bigger an achievement than mine. But thank you very much for this. I'm really happy. I hope you join us for tea.
Hi.
And yes, sorry.
Just one last
one? Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. All right. I'd like to say that you're as good as an orator as you are an actor. It's always a pleasure to hear you speak.
Thank you.
So my question to you is, does genius always come with a price? Do you believe that? And another one is that because you've directed this film, you've explored a storyteller side to you. Of course, actors are also storytellers, but as a director, you see the bigger picture. So do you want to explore that side more, or do you look forward to directing more films?
Well, first of all, thank you for your compliments. It's very touching. Secondly, yeah, there's a price to pay if you're a genius or there's a genius in your family. And I think the price paid for having a genius in your family is far more than being a genius. Because I think when you're a genius, you share the same qualities of a insane person. You don't really care what the rest of the world thinks. And so you're not burdened by it as much as a person or the people living with and around you. I mean, I'm ashamed to say I haven't taken any classes on writing or filmography or direction or acting. It's been very instinctive. But I realized that, my background is such that if the kind of subjects that I select, be it Three Idiots or Breathe or even Decoupled, they require a kind of, looking ahead of the curve sort of writing, which I'm not able to come across very easily. So I end up being a screenplay writer of my own products and my stories to tell. But I think in the years to come, I don't know why only America should make movies on, consumer, like science fiction that becomes rage around the world. We have all that. You have our ancient sciences, our ancient mythologies, as well as our modern technology, where we're both experts. And the culmination of that should give us enough and more stories to write. And I hope that writers look in that direction and give us actors the luxury not to having to indulge in our amateur way into writing and rely on their ability to research and tell a story so that we can just completely act and enjoy the process of acting.
Would you like to direct more films?
I'm not qualified to, honestly. This was, like I said, an insane project, and we just knew what story we had to tell as a team. But honestly, I'm afraid that